Good morning, everybody. How's it going? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Sorry about the delayed start. Um, I don't know if I slept through it or I don't remember turning it off or what, but my first alarm did not wake me up in a capacity. My second one did, but the second one goes off too soon before I start streaming for me to do anything. Besides, be 10 minutes late. But that's whatever. Let me just post in the Discord real quick. Whoa, alright. Let's get back into it. Continue episode 6, The Real Party. Okay, so, the plan is we're gonna finish this up. I have no idea how much longer is left of this, but we're gonna finish Raptor Boyfriend, and then we're gonna move on to some other games afterwards. But I mean, for now, let's go. I wish I could say that after winter break, we came back to school and started hanging out again. That we worked out things out and everything went back to normal. But that didn't happen. We'd see each other in the halls and even say hi, but it was like there was this distance between us. It hurt the most when Robert and I stopped hanging out. When we would pass in the halls, he would still say, "Hey," but it wasn't the same. Used to be so excited to hang out, leave funny messages on my answering machine, but not so much anymore. Now he's hanging out with his old snowboarding buddies, and it's like nothing ever happened between us. Even that time when we were alone outside his place. It now felt like ages ago. Since neither of us was going to acknowledge it, it might as well have never happened. I felt just like it when I lived in the city again. Like when falling out with an old friend. Like when I had a falling out with my old friend there. We were at this concert with my dad and we ran into some other kids from school. They made fun of us and called us babies. I could tell it really bothered her. For a while we still talked here and there, but eventually we stopped. And then it was like she hated me. So I started hating her. I don't even know why. No, this time there was no plan or goal to win them back. It seemed like every plan I'd made just ended up blowing up in my face, so instead I made a rule. I was never going to make a plan again. Yep, that's right. I was living on the edge. Well, yeah, but if I didn't make a plan or goal, then there's no way it could go wrong. Okay, I will try to overcompensate for that. Do you see what my logic was? So, yep, that was the plan. I'm actually, like, not trying to be a dick when I do that. I just don't know how else to compensate for that. And then one morning, about a month before the last day of school, I found the note from my dad on the fridge. Stella, you okay? Oh, hey. Oh, I'm okay. You sure? You look kinda tragically unhip. No. I was gonna say it bummed. Yeah, well, I just got, my dad left me this, note. I haven't been avoiding you. I, never said you were. Oh yeah, I know, but I wasn't sure if maybe you thought I was. Because me and the guys are just, well, we've been hanging out and stuff. Not that I don't want to hang out with. And then Then suddenly, we were interrupted by Dave Taylor. It was so awkward. Ah, hey. So, I guess this is it, then, huh? Oh, what? You know, graduation is next week, so... Right. Goodbye, Ladle High. I know, right? We should all do something. Like what? Well, I was gonna throw one last huge end-of-the-year bash. Oh, that's still happening? Yeah, I thought so. Next weekend. You're still playing, right? I don't know. We'll have to see. It's been a while since we agreed to that. Okay. What about you, Dick? You still in? Yeah, I may have an appointment with the guidance counselor then. On the weekend? Really? Yep. Kinda last minute, so... Well, shit. Alright then. We kind of fell into this awkward silence again, and I felt like this was my perfect chance to tell them my news. But everyone was so down, I couldn't stand to bring the mood down any further. Stella, are you gonna go? Huh? To... what? Robert's party? I'm just gonna tell them the news. I'm leaving. Of course, yeah. You know what? No worries. I'll probably just go see doing with the guys at Zach's cottage anyway. So I guess this is it then, huh? Yeah, I guess. Maybe I'll see you around. Yeah, maybe. Break the news gently. Wait, I have, something to tell you all. It's not a huge deal, but, okay, it's kind of big and it sucks, so, Stella? I'm moving. No way. Like, for real? Yeah, I found out from a terrible note my dad left for me this morning. Damn. When are you moving? Basically right after school ends. Oh. My dad's mentioned that he might not want to stay here, but I guess I didn't think he was serious for, like, actually going to sell my grandma's house. Yeah, that's harsh. I figured we had at least the rest of the summer. Everyone was pretty shocked. I couldn't bear to look at any of them. Especially Robert. I knew that if I did, I might have started crying for real. Well, everyone knows what this means, right? Huh? The party's gotta happen now. Seriously? I've never been more serious. There's no way I'm gonna let Stella go through high school unpartied. Right. So the party is back on? You bet, Penny Fire. Hearing him call me that again lifted my spirits way up then. And you all better be there. Yeah, we gotta give Stella the send-off she deserves. Right, Taylor? I'll be there. For sure. Cool. I mean, thanks. Awesome. It's settled. I'm inviting everyone I know. Getting all the kegs and ladle. Everyone you know, you say? Is gonna be a total rager. Right. No better way to have a meaningful goodbye than inviting half a Ladle High to Robert Rapterson's Ranger. Sounds intense. Alright, everyone. I need you all to listen up. Yes, Coach. This could very well be the last time we have together. And Sir Robert of the Holy Rail refuses to let things die so easily, especially the bond of a round table so righteous. It's on all of us to see this end-of-year bash through for Minify, and everyone we've ever known. For we'll be fondly remembered by all who had the privilege of joining our bash. Cool. Low pressure. Taylor, with your awe-inspiring tunes, you will sing of our triumphs for all to hear. Sure. Or, stick to the set list too. Hey, you will bring your wise eyes and sharp wit to see everyone through to the end of the night. We'll see how sharp my wit will be after a few beers. And I will bravely host the party at Manor Raptorson, providing munchies, kegs, and weed for all. Cool. What should I do? My fair lady, just bring yourself and a party attitude and ice. We do actually need ice. You have the biggest truck, so... Alright, on it. So now, you know what to do. See you all at my place this weekend. For sure. Yes, sir. Yeah, see ya. Somehow Robert managed to turn it all around and get everyone together for his party again. I was so nervous and excited to make it a good time. Kept thinking about what ice to bring, how much would we need, 1 bag or 3, cubed or crushed, regular or slow melting. What the fuck is slow melting ice? Why don't we have slow melting ice? When I got home from school that Friday, I knew I'd have to mentally prepare myself. You know that feeling that if you don't do something, time will just stand still? That day after school, I just sat there staring at the TV, hoping that if I did that, nothing else, time itself would stop. Maybe I wouldn't have to move. Maybe I wouldn't have to leave Ladle. Why local residents are thinking of leaving Ladle, coming up. Actually, today in Ladle Weekly, local mayor Austin Pennington plans to start construction on a new housing subdivision in the North Bay region. After the highway expansion deal came through last month, the Ladle Treasury is optimistic about the financial benefits this will bring to the small town. Hopefully, the predicted budget will be able to cover the road repairs and upgrades to the local community and recreation center. However, some of the locals consider it over possible scrutiny from the wider Ontario population. This highway may bring with it, and that means for their more reclusive residents. More updates to follow along with the North Bay Regional Weather Forecast after these messages. Hello, Mr. Saratosa. This is Ian. I'm calling in regard to Reynolds' offer on the house. The Reynolds are happy to settle for the original asking price, but have a few stipulations. Please call me back at this number at your earliest convenience. Congratulations! If there are any questions or concerns regarding the sign-off, please let me know. Thanks, and have a lovely day. Hey, Minifire. Still water and boil it for a few minutes to drive off dissolved gases before freezing. Twice as long as ice made from a tap. Huh. Wild. I'm not gonna go through all that effort, but, if you have the option, why wouldn't you get slow melting ice for the party? Hey, Minifire. So the party's later tonight at 8. I'm expecting you there. And, I was thinking maybe it would be cool if we hung out later. Just the two of us. Anyways, your call. Oh yeah, and give me a call too, if you feel like talking, or if not, I'll see you at the party. Hey Stella. I don't know why I keep leaving messages on here. If you want to call me, you'll just call me. I mean, sorry, that came out wrong. I definitely want to hear from you, if you want to talk about stuff, so call me anytime. Okay, bye. Stella, everything's so wild right now, am I right? I'm here if you want to, talk about anything. Not, I understand. I'll just see you at Robert's party later. Sorry. Okay, later. I mean, we're probably gonna call Robert, right? We gotta make this happen. Hey, Stella. Hey, Robert. I'm so stoked you called. Really? Of course. I know it's been a while. Yeah. Sorry, Fire. Those guys from the snowboard team. You know, the ones I went swimming with earlier. They just wanted to hang out again, you know, for old time's sake. Since we're, like, graduating soon, so... So yeah. I couldn't say no, right? I get it. I know I'm not, like, cool. I'm not like them. What? No. Come on, Robert. We both know I'm not like them. They're athletic and daring and good looking. And I'm so... So what? Sad? Dorky? A wallflower? Stop. And you're like, just like them. But I'm not. You so are. Still, you know better than anyone. Yeah? Never mind. Maybe you're right. Maybe I'll never change. What do you mean? Nothing, just know that I don't regret 1 second of our time together. Robert. Me neither. That time you pranked me so hard at the lake, I was like legitimately proud. It was so good. Yeah. And then you totally dropped my clothes in the mud. I didn't mean to. I was only gonna steal your famous jacket, I swear. Haha, alright. Well, better than being left naked, I guess. We had some sweet times. Yeah. I really hope this party is gonna be the best party I ever throw. Robert, you know you don't need to throw a whole party for me. Well, I want to. And, I want to make up for, well, you know. Right. And when it's all over, would you still like to hang out? Just the two of us? Yeah, sure. Yeah, it would mean a lot for you to be there. Of course, I can be there. Cool. I'll see you at the party, Minifire. Yeah, see ya. Once I had gathered my thoughts, in the ice, I left for Roberts. I remember being in the car and nearly shaking with excitement. I was going to a party. A real party. It felt like everything was happening all at once. The party, me moving, we were getting back together, and, well, at that point I had no idea what else to expect. It was all changing. I had to pull over to calm down. Meanwhile, the ice was slowly melting along with my brain. Eventually, I could breathe again, and I made my way back to the mass of bright lights and music that was Robert's house that night. There I was, my first real party. Finally. And you know what I found out? I don't like parties. It was loud, crowded, stinky, and I couldn't find anyone. When I got there, I saw there were already like 15 people there. I was immediately overwhelmed and didn't recognize anyone. Where's my friends? I began having a nightmarish vision of not being able to find Robert, Day, or Taylor. People seeing me trying to push through the crowd and laughing at me. Pitying me for not being able to find anyone to talk to, and maybe also for my smallness. Just when I thought maybe it was too late to turn back, maybe it wasn't too late to turn back and drive away. I saw Day. I remember rushing to her like a drowning swimmer to a life preserver. Day! Ow. Stella! Hey. Her whole face seemed to brighten, and I felt mine do the same. So I guess Robert really must have meant when he said he invited half a ladle. I know, right? I don't think I've ever seen this many teenagers in one place. And that's counting school. Yeah, at least there they aren't dispersed in different classes and stuff, but here, they're all so close together. It's worse inside. I said to the washroom I stepped on something squishy. Ew, what was it? Oh, nothing. Just a person. What? Yeah, you know, Bryce, the deer-looking guy with the antlers. Vaguely? Well, he was just laying on the ground, singing along to the music while people stepped on him. Jeez, is he okay? He seemed totally fine. What the hell? I know. For a moment it was like old times, I just wanted to stay like this forever. Hey, so, since it's so loud, I was thinking, yeah? I mean, after we say hey to everyone, maybe we could... Oh, so you actually turned up. I honestly didn't think you had the friggin' guts. Oh. Hey, Ingrid.
Stella.
Wait, why wouldn't I show up to a party that was thrown for me?
Whoa, what? Since when was this party for you?
Since I'm moving away next month?
How, really? I mean, I'm so sorry. It's really too bad.
Because that's the voice I gave for Ingrid. I even remember last week I was trying to do Lumpy's Face Princess whenever I was doing her voice because she says friggin' so much.
No friggin' way. I mean, I'm so sorry. It's really too bad.
Hey, so Ingrid, can you go grab me a drink?
Sure, Day. But you won't mind if I say my goodbye to Stella. I really am sorry about you leaving so soon. But hey, it's not so bad, I guess. I mean, you were barely even a blip on our friggin' radar, after all.
Ingrid!
What? What were you expecting anyways? Showing up senior year? Not like you could have made much of an impression anyways.
Well, I guess I could always count on your sympathy.
Too bad for you, it's already run out.
I can't believe you sometimes, Ingrid.
Anyways, we'll be seeing you, I guess. Day and I are gonna hang around for a bit. But then we have to leave early. We got plans, so...
Oh, really?
That's right. We have pretty important things to talk about, so...
Oh, okay. No, actually I wanted to stay and have my goodbye with Stella. You know, the whole reason we came here.
Oh sure, go right ahead. Act like you're really gonna miss her. Like, she even deserves a friggin' party.
Well, I think she does.
Why don't you act like you're so close all the time? You barely even hang out with her anymore.
That's not... I could tell that day was getting flustered. It was true. We hadn't spoken in months before this. Then that nagging voice in the back of my mind started getting a little louder. What if Ingrid was right? What if I really wasn't that close with Day at all? What if I was kidding myself?
Oh hey, isn't that Robert heading over? Why don't you go talk to him?
Whoa. When Robert came over, he was super drunk already. I was surprised since it was only 8:30.
Hey ladies. Well, so glad you could join us tonight.
Hi, Robert. Hey.
Oof.
I put the ice in the cooler. I hope that's okay.
It's totally cool.
No, it's not.
What?
I gotta be honest. It took too long coming here, and by the time I finally made it, it was basically just a bag of lukewarm water with a few ice cubes floating in it. You'll have to bob for beer now.
It's all good. That's just finally for me, anyways, am I right?
I guess.
What's with all the long faces, huh? Those frowns? Sit down. This is the fun police, and I'm here to arrest. Take you for questioning. For, harsh and everyone's mellow.
Doesn't the fun police work the other way around?
The other way around what?
Huh? Have another beer day.
Come on, cheer up. Aren't you graduating with, like, honors or something?
Something like that.
Well, it's time to get wasted. No more study until college, right?
I could tell Day was having a hard time after college was mentioned. She looked guilty, and the silence got even louder, if that was even possible.
Alright. I know what'll cheer you all up. What if I serve Robert up the Holy Rail? Do my famous cake stands. Just for you.
Why was he looking at me? But it was hard to look away. He had such a way of looking at me. Especially when he stood so close. It made my knees weak. A keg stand?
Yeah. This guy's gonna keg stand everyone.
Brandon looked more out of it than usual too. And as the known local stoner, I didn't think that was possible. and suddenly the whole bunch of people were surrounding us. Probably half the party. It was becoming a scene. Hold on, I'm enticing my cat over to my lap because she's standing in the living room screaming.
Hey, what's going on?
When I felt someone tall behind me, I looked up and met Taylor's eyes. Hey, Taylor. What's this face gonna do a cake stand, right?
Thanks for the support, Brandon.
You know, I've always kind of considered you to be my hype man in a weird way.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
A hype man, someone who gets the crowd all riled up and...
Are you doing this, or...?
Yeah, totally. Alright, everyone make a way.
Do you need to, like, hold your ankles or something?
Hold his ankles?
Oh, right, a keg stand is someone does a handstand on a keg while they drink from it.
That sounds awesome, right? So, no assistance necessary, Taylor, man. Really? Back before, I was my kickstands freestyle.
Is this a good idea?
Yeah, maybe. Come on, everyone ready? Yeah! Oh, Robert! Holy shit, he's gonna do it! I watched as Robert got ready to do something wicked dangerous. And I remembered Jessica's words about his accident. I couldn't help but feel like I should have stopped it somehow. But what was I gonna do? The whole crowd was cheering him on. And then I saw Jessica standing a little ways away and I was surprised. Didn't think she wanted to show up to Robert's party even after everything that happened. The look on her face as she watched, I think she was regretting her decision. Alright, so just gotta get a good angle.
Dude, just do it. What's the hold up?
Yeah, come on, you used to just do it. Don't think about it, just go. I could see Robert start to falter. I saw the look in his eyes I've never seen before. It was fear. Robert! 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 Everyone cheered and cheered, but he just kept standing there, frozen in place. Eventually, the cheering just kind of died out, and everything got really awkward. And the crowd finally started to move out, when it was clear nothing was going to happen. I could see Jessica still standing there, but Robert didn't seem to notice. In fact, he didn't seem to notice any of us still standing there. Robert? He wouldn't move. It's like he was frozen in that moment, still getting ready to do the keg stand.
Man, what was that? You majorly washed out. Hey, come on, Brandon.
Whatever, he used to be so different. Then, at that moment, Robert muttered something about having to get something from inside. He just disappeared into the house. I felt terrible. I wanted to run after him, but then things got worse somehow.
Brandon, what the hell, dude? What? Oh, so now your little groupies are around? You think you can call me out, man? What the? How much weed did you even smoke before we got here? The hell does that matter, Talto? I don't remember you having a problem when you were bumming my weed last year. That was back then. Yeah, back when you gave a shit. At least I thought you did. What are you even talking about? I'm talking about how this used to be about you and me. We'd get high and write songs and all the bullshit going on in the world, and it wasn't me who stopped giving a shit, okay? Oh, come on. You had plenty of chances to say something about it, but you just didn't care. Is this about the band, or... You know what? Forget it. You don't need the band. You got your own sound now. You want to play that weird acoustic shit? Go right ahead, but I'm not getting up there tonight. So you're bailing on our gig? It's not our gig anymore. Is this all because I want to play some of the new songs I wrote?
Sorry, I had to blow my nose.
It's just one song, come on. Whatever. See ya.
I watched as Brandon and Taylor split, and I suddenly found myself alone again. Oh my god. Okay, hopefully I have no more nasal issues for a minute. I can actually read. I had a party full of strangers that was supposedly meant for me. I suppose I could have felt more sorry for myself. The only thing I could think about was, what am I gonna do? I have to fix this. I felt myself being pulled in all different directions. Day, Taylor, and Robert had become the most important people in my life. Then suddenly I was losing everything. My whole world was falling apart. As usual, I felt stuck, frozen in my own head. Thought of Day, how she seemed like she wanted to tell me something. Thought of Taylor, and his fight with Brandon. But more than anything, I thought of holding onto Robert's back of his dirt bike racing down the street, my hair whipping into my face and eyes. Smell of gasoline. Little rocks flying up onto my legs while we passed through the forest. The tree branches scratching at my arms. I really hated dirt biking. It's like everything I don't like wrapped into a single loud, uncomfortable experience. Like this party. But I never would have known that if I hadn't tried it. I never would have tried it if I hadn't had someone to hold on to. Squigs, don't hang yourself with my headphone cords while trying to stand on my computer. All of that's bad. If I hadn't had Robert to hold on to, he was the one I drove home last, just to spend that little bit of extra time with. He was the one I tried desperately to be alone with during our school project. He was the one I almost kissed during the whole Ladle Ripper thing. He was the one I dreamt about at night. He was the one person I wanted to cheer up the most during the holidays. Thought about how different he seemed at his party. How sad it had all been. Before I knew it, I was rushing to find him. I looked for him everywhere around the party. But everyone had already left. Everyone except Jessica. Hey. Hey. Are you looking for Robert? Yes. That look in his eyes. He had it that day he went snowboarding. It scares me. Think this has anything to do with his accident? Maybe. He never talked about it, but I don't think I've ever seen him freeze up like that. Something must be up with him. Honestly, after our fight, I actually started to believe he was fine. That maybe the accident really didn't bother him. Maybe I really did want him to be more messed up than he really was. Not so that I could baby him or anything, but because that's how I would react. But me and Robert are so different. If I broke my pelvis, I would definitely not be telling jokes like, "What doesn't kill you makes you doper." Yeah, right? I've never been good at telling jokes anyway. You know what? You know that. He really did seem fine most of the time. But now, I don't understand it. Maybe the fear eventually caught up with him? I'm not sure he even understands it. I'm worried about him. I thought I could walk away from him, but I can't. No matter how much he pisses me off, I can't just do nothing while he hurts himself. So, do you have feelings for him? Define feelings. Like the way you feel about him? No, I don't. We grew up together. We played in the same crib as babies. But it's more than... I'm sorry. Alright, hold on. They played in the same crib as babies. Even if the parents are great friends, I don't think you should let your human baby play with a raptor baby. Like, I don't even think the raptor baby would intentionally try to eat the human baby. But they have claws, they have teeth, babies just kind of flail about. You know, they're not like doing coordinated movements a lot of the time. Babies just more or less exist and move in that area. So you got a raptor baby laying next to a human baby. The raptor baby kicks, as babies are wont to do, and suddenly the human baby is like missing half its face. That's a bad thing. You should not have let that happen. Oh my god, these parents are terrible. But it's more than that. This is something that I've never told anyone, but I just don't feel that way about anyone. I never have. I watch Robert chase after other girls. It seems so important to him. It seems so important to everyone else, but not to me. I'm sorry. Don't be. Alright, hold on. I gotta click this real quick. You should let your human baby. I don't think you should let your human baby play with a raptor baby. Like, I don't even think the raptor baby would intentionally try to eat the human baby. But they have claws. I don't think you should let. And I will stick by that statement. I guess we'll go ahead and type again. Okay. I don't feel empty or incomplete. I care deeply about Robert. It's not in that way. Besides, my friendships are already complicated enough as is. Oh, sorry, I sneezed. I'm gonna go look for him. I'll help. I want to find him too. We should split up to cover more ground. There's an alley off the gas station where he likes to do his skateboard jumps or whatever. I'm gonna go check to see if he's there. If you can think of anywhere else he might have gone, please check for him. The gorge. Somehow I knew that's where Robert was going. I raced up the side of the gorge, my heart was pounding and I was pouring sweat. I could hear his engine revving, and it got louder the closer I got. Why can the human body produce so much mucus constantly when you're trying to get rid of it? When I got there, he was sitting on his bike, looking dejected. It was pointing towards the place he intended to jump from. He was just looking at the ground, cranking the motor. That faraway look in his eyes. Robert! He wouldn't even look at me. I'm glad you're here. I need someone to witness this. My greatest stunt. Who better to witness than Minnie Fire herself? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna jump the gorge on my dirt bike. more stalling, no more talk. Just me and my fear. It's time to face this head on. You better not be doing this to impress me. No, it's not that. I swear. I'm tired of being afraid of something that happened months ago. I used to be able to do things like this. I used to have no problem taking risks. But now it's like, there's something wrong with me. Every time I try to snowboard, do a cool trick, something I've always loved. Just like now, it's completely alien to me. Like I'm paralyzed with fear and I don't get it. Why? If I can't even handle this one dirt bike stunt, then who am I? What do you mean? You're Robert freaking Raptorson. Robert, why do you always feel this need to prove yourself? You're amazing. I don't believe you. Why don't I believe you? You don't need to do this. You've already done so much. I haven't, though. I don't want to feel like this anymore. I can understand that, but this isn't the way to face it. Alone, drunk, being totally reckless, always trying to prove something that we both know isn't true. It's okay to ask for help, Robert. You have people in your life that want to help you. You just need to let us in. You know that this isn't the way. I want to. I really do. But I can't. Why not? Because the hardest part about the accident is just thinking about it. It all happened so fast. I was just driving a little too fast, and then everything was fine. And then, in the blink of an eye, I was upside down, bleeding, and I couldn't feel my legs. And I remember in the hospital just being so bored. I couldn't wait to heal, so I could get back to doing the things I loved. Everyone was telling me how lucky I was to be alive. The doctors, my parents, especially Jessica. And that's all I thought it was. Just luck. Just bad luck. It didn't mean anything to me other than a couple of cool scars to show off. When I went through physiotherapy, I was only focused on one thing, getting strong enough to get on a board again. And when I finally was, when I was finally ready, like the very moment I was standing there ready to go, it all came back to me. And in that tiny moment, my life stretched out in front of me from my feet to the horizon. I felt every fraction of a second play out in my mind. The force of the car rolling, the glass of the windshield shattering, feeling my pelvis breaking. And I get stuck there. So stuck that I can barely move or breathe. Is that what happened at the ski slope? Do you know what it's like to want something so bad? To spend all your time thinking about it? To spend all your time getting ready for it? And then, in the moment when it should be happening, to be somewhere else? It's like running in circles. Spend so much time thinking about something you really want. Then when the time comes, you could actually do something to get you closer to that thing you really want. You go hide, where it's safe. Keep thinking about how much you want it again. You don't understand. This is who I am. I'm the skateboarding raptor. I do cool stunts. If I'm not that, then what am I? You're so much more than that. You're a poet. You write from the heart. You have a way with words. You feel deeply about the people you're close to. You care about me. I care about you. I don't care about you. Jessica was right. When we met, you were just a distraction. So I wouldn't have to think about the accident. Fuck everything. This bike is going over. Robert! Is that really true? Was I really just a distraction? Yes. But then I fell in love with you. Oh god, Robert. Robert! Oh, Robert. God damn it, Robert. You scared the shit out of me. Stella, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for everything. It's just been so hard to admit what happened. To admit that the accident changed me. I've been trying for so long to go back to normal. To go back to the Raptor I was before. But now I know that's never gonna happen. I'll never be the same. Robert, about what you said earlier. Stella, I meant it. Maybe we just started as a way to keep my mind off what happened. But I couldn't run away from it. And you didn't help me forget the past like I wanted to. It made me feel like there was more to me than stunts and pranks. And I really liked that. I felt like I was starting to discover some part of me I never knew about. But I'm only halfway there. Like, I'm not quite that person yet. I'm just stuck between my old life and my new. And now, you're moving away. And I'm afraid that if there isn't anyone around who can see that part of me, it's just gonna die out. And I'm left with nothing. And no one. I don't know how to live without taking chances. But if I'm not the guy who takes chances, then I'm nothing. And no matter how I feel about you, how can this be anything? There's other ways of taking chances. What do you mean? Come on, follow me. So, this is your idea of risky? It's actually pronounced risque. Oh well, my heart is pumping. Mine too. Was this just a ploy to get me to sober up? Did it work? Yeah. It's a beautiful night. Yeah, really. Clear. Anyways. Sorry about your bike. Are you gonna try to get it back? I don't know. I think it belongs to the lake now. Isn't that, like, polluting? That's a good point. I'll fish it out somehow. I'll help. Cool. Just in a minute. Yeah. Not quite yet. So, here we are. Half naked in the lake. Nothing you haven't seen before. Oh, that prank went terribly wrong. Did it? Or did it go terribly right? I mean, what did I try to do with them again? I only wanted your jacket. I know. I don't really even blame you. Okay, you got me. Stella, yeah? I just thought that, since you know, I'm like into you. I was wondering if, do you, I can't believe he was asking me if I liked him. Thought it was so obvious. Oh yeah, I mean, I do. Oh, sweet. Yeah. So, anyways, would it be okay if I... Yeah, just fucking kiss him. God. That's why I've been playing this game for 6 hours, so I can make out with a fucking raptor. Kiss him already. I've been staring at his lips the entire time and be talking. I needed to feel them on mine, so I went in for it. We moved together and I could feel the water moving from his powerful legs kicking at it. Fucking finally, Jesus, 6.5 hours to get him to kiss a raptor. He has lips in this picture. Then one of his arms wrapped around me and I felt like I didn't even need to tread water anymore. When our lips finally touched, the passion surged through me. I'd never kissed anyone my entire life, but for once I didn't second guess what I was doing. I just went with it, as his lips gently massaged mine. I lost myself in the feeling and didn't snap out of it until he pulled away to tell me I was shaking. Then so caught up in the kiss that I didn't realize how cold I was. It's getting kinda chilly. Yeah. I'll warm you up. What a fucking line. Well, my dirt bike is completely totaled. At least we got it out of the lake. It's good to be responsible. All the loose ends are tied up now. What the hell is going on? Oh, uh, hey Jess. Don't even hey Jess me right now, Robert. When you weren't at Skate Alley, I came over here to find Stella and look for you. And then I heard a bike crashing down the gorge. I was frantic, looking everywhere. Now I find you both, soaking wet. Jess, No, I can't take any more excuses. This isn't an excuse, I swear. I'm done with this. Do you know what it's like to be afraid that you might have seriously hurt yourself? That you might have died? All because of some compulsive need to prove yourself? Do you know what that's like for the people who care about you? I'm sorry. I've been dealing with something since the accident. Something I haven't been able to fully understand. Something I still don't understand. I know that, Robert. I know you know that. Jessica, I'm sorry. You know what was wrong? You knew what was wrong with me, but I couldn't admit it. I couldn't admit that the accident messed me up the way it did. I just wanted everything to go back to the way it was. I'm finally ready to admit that it won't, but the accident changed me. I'm sorry you had to go through that. God damn it, Robert. What? I thought that you'd... Yes, I'm so happy you finally figured it out, but I'm still angry at you right now. And now, I just don't know what to do with it. It's been so much pressure to try to be your best friend, to try not to be a total bummer all the time. I feel like I'm always trying to watch out for you, to keep you out of trouble. Like, I'm your frickin' mom. And now you're finally figured it out. Like, you finally made a breakthrough on this thing. And I should be happy, but I'm still royally PO to you. I'm sorry for not talking to you about any of it. That's what I miss the most, talking with you. We used to talk about everything. I want to. I want to be like that again. Me too. The accident. The accident. It didn't just make me scared of snowboarding and stuff. It made me scared of opening up to you. Scared that the feeling would creep up on me. It's okay. You can tell me anything. I'm sorry I've been such a shitty friend, Jess. I promise. I'm done with the stunts. It's about time. Sorry. It'll take some work to get out of mom mode. I'll be patient with you. I owe you that. I'm still a little PO'd with you. I know. Thanks. And thank you, Stella. Hey, be good to her. She's obviously a good influence on you. Okay, okay. Mom mode. I'm going home now. You two don't stay up all night, okay? Put on some clothes. You'll catch a cold. Bye. We'll talk tomorrow, Jess? I'd like that. I'm sorry you got caught in the middle of my thing with Jessica. It's okay. First, I didn't really understand how you two were friends. Now I kind of see it from her point of view. I'm lucky that I have her in my life. She's given me so many chances, I've always screwed it up. I'm gonna do better by her. No more stunts? Nah. It doesn't feel like it used to. And I'm done trying to force it. I'll have to find some other way to get my kicks. What about pranks? No more pranks. Really? Yeah. No more pranks. None. Everything I say will be completely genuine. No chicanery, deception, or subterfuge. Robert? How did you... I don't want to be a jerk, but like... Those are some pretty big words. And I'm pretty sure you used them all right. I got a word-a-day calendar. For a thing I'm working on. Well, it's obviously working. But you really don't have to be so serious. You can still do some pranks. Just maybe not stink-based ones. My socks. I'll always remember the good times I had making them stink. They were gross. I actually liked the smell. What? I actually squeezed one out onto some wax and made a candle. I burden sometimes to get that smell in my room. It's even more intense when you add fire. You do not! The prankster strikes again. I hate you. What's gonna happen to us? You mean, us? Yeah. But also, Dave, Taylor, and the other cryptids. And Ladle. Everything's changing. We both changed. We changed each other. Doesn't have to be bad. It's scary, though. I guess we raptors know how devastating change can be sometimes. Bad things could always happen to us. I guess you can't change that. At least we have each other. Maybe not forever, but for now. Whatever happens, whatever will come, you have to live for moments like these. Yeah, at least for the time we have left. You're all mine. My Raptor Boyfriend. That's the name of the game! We spent the whole night together. We watched the sunrise, we kissed a bunch, more stuff happened. I can't share everything with you, Doctor.
She got that dino dick.
Okay, before we start episode 7, I gotta make some food real quick. So I'm gonna save the game here real quick. Alright, give me just a second. I'm gonna make some food and we'll finish up the game. Alright, I'm back. Episode 7. Goodbye, Ladle. Ladle, ladle, ladle. After Robert's party, I remember feeling like time had slowed down. Me and Robert spent almost every minute together. Both knew that we only had so long together, so we wanted to make our make-out time count. And to do that, I had a plan. Yeah, I know what I said before about my plans, and it's true that they were, I was going to say, generally terrible, but then deciding to have no plan was just weirdly just another type of plan. I realized that making plans wasn't the problem. The problem was that my plans always involved me trying to be someone I'm not. It's fine to want to be better or to try to put yourself out there, but I think I was being too hard on myself. I know, I'm starting to sound like you, Doctor. Oh right, the plan. Well, this one was simple. No, it was actually simple this time. The plan was to have a nice last day of school. Me, Day, and Taylor were hanging out in the halls in between first and second period. I was handling the whole moving away from Ladle thing pretty well. That's it. I'm not leaving. Stella. No, they can't make me.
I guess they can't, but after they close up for the summer, you might have to leave for, food and water, air conditioning, the necessities for survival.
But Taylor, I'm gonna miss this school. The tiny chairs, the mysterious mold, the creepy rumors. I'm even going to miss my stinky locker. It still smells from Robert's sock, eh? Yep. Tried my best to scrub it and spray air freshener, but it's a stubborn stink. It just didn't want to leave. Just like me. But now I must leave it. I'm not sure I'm ready to say goodbye.
I get that you're feeling nostalgic right now, but it's a funky smelling locker.
But it's my funky smelling locker. Yeah, Taylor.
You know, I knew I shouldn't have said anything, but for some reason, I said it anyway.
Oh, believe me, I know that feeling, man. I feel that, my dude. My tall Sasquatchian brethren, I know that one. I'm sorry, you're right. That everything's changing so fast. The highway expansion is almost here. There's a bunch of new kids being shown around for next year already, and I don't know. Ladle High already feels different. Guess I'm really gonna miss it here, you know? Yeah. No. You're not going to miss it at all? I don't know, maybe. I'm just more excited about what's next. I'm tired of staring at the same old walls. Time for some new walls to stare at.
I just can't believe I graduated. I guess I'm better at this whole school thing than I thought. I was fully prepared to have to do summer school or something.
You can do it anyway. A few extra credits just for funsies.
That sounds like your kind of funsies, not mine. Bell rings.
Okay, I guess we should head to class. Yeah, I guess.
What the? What are you doing here? You three doing here? What?
Going to class?
No. You did not just say you were going to class. Tell me you did not just say that you're going to class.
We did, though. I can't tell you that, because that would be a lie. I'm just gonna come out with it. Might be hard to accept, but said we were going to class.
No, you're not though. Because today is National Skip Day.
It's what?
National Skip Day. It's only the best holiday, like, ever.
Taylor, what is he talking about?
It's the last day of school, basically. And because everyone's grades can't change, there aren't any consequences for skipping class. It's not only consequence-free, it's accepted to skip. Actually, no. It's expected that you skip.
Taylor, you knew this and didn't tell them?
I forgot, okay?
Now that you mention it, that does explain why there was, like, nobody in first period. Yeah, we basically did nothing in English today. Mr. Garancio just handed out a crossword puzzle.
Exactly. So, wait, why are you here then? Looking for you three.
Oh,
I mean, come on, it's Stella's last day here. I'm not about to let you waste it by actually going to class. Let's get out of here.
skip class?
Yes!
Wow. I've never done that before.
Me neither.
Alright. You know what? Let's do it.
Nice, Minifire. I was a little worried there for a second.
I had to walk here and be. I had to walk here and a lot farther than you'd think. I grabbed myself and said one last goodbye to the hallways a little high. Piled in my truck and I headed to the lake. When we got there, Robert went up to the biggest tree he could find and started doing something. He wouldn't tell us what, said it was a surprise. There, now everyone will always know.
Know what? That we were here and we were glorious.
Wow. Yeah.
Right.
It does just literally say, it does literally just say, we were here though.
So how does anyone else know who we is? I mean, or, you know what I mean. Uh,
I actually don't think it really matters. We know, and that's what counts, right?
totally.
Nice save.
Yeah.
I couldn't help but think about my first day here. Can't believe it's barely been a year since I was here, hanging out for the first time with all of you. I was so nervous. I don't think I ever told any of you this, but my detention story was
A huge lie?
yeah, we know. Wait, really?
Yeah, it was kinda obvious.
Oh man, that's so embarrassing.
Shit. I guess my whole are you worthy thing did kinda put you all on the spot, huh?
Well, kinda.
Yeah? My bad.
But you were the first person to talk to me at school. Just the fact that you invited me to the lake was unbelievable to me.
Really?
Duh. You made probably one of the most memorable entrances I've ever seen. You skateboard in looking all badass.
Did a prank on you?
Well, yeah. But you were the class rep, and you were cool, and you wanted to hang out with me after school. Yeah, sounds like a better first impression than I made. What do you mean? First thing you saw me do was fight with Ingrid. Actually, I saw you fighting with nobody.
What?
Ingrid was invisible, so I kinda thought you were yelling at me. Right. Damn it. Definitely not my best moment. But you were so nice to me. You started my education on what constitutes as a party. You helped me prepare for the lake. You made me feel like it was okay that I was some bumbling dork.
And then I made you feel terrible.
I should have felt terrible. I hit you with my car.
You what? You barely nicked me. It was nothing. Nice stunt, Taylor. Way to tuck and roll. It wasn't some stunt. I still feel bad about that.
But you just immediately tried to make me feel better by turning it into some joke. What was it again?
Said I get hit all the time. And sometimes when it's a bad one, I have to turn the driver into mulch.
Wow, that's dark.
You had to be there, I guess.
Then you said you'd come to the lake with me. That really helped me feel like I could do it. Because you were there for me. You made this year one of the best years of my life.
It was pretty great, wasn't it? It had its ups and downs.
Yeah. Definitely had its moments, though. Yeah, like that time we pranked the hell out of you two.
Yeah, it's not really a great prank phone call when the person you called knows it's you the whole time.
You weren't there for when Stella called the serial hotline and said her name was Dr. Angela Doctor. Whatever, it was really funny at the time. And we got Robert good, too. You left yourself wide open for that one, dude. For some reason, for someone who calls himself the prankster, you kinda got shown up. You got shown up by the queen of pranks.
Nah.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, whatever. I totally got all of you with my little ripper prank. Especially Taylor. What? No, you didn't. Come on, you were horrified. was not.
Look, we were all on edge that night, and we all got a little spooked. Except for Taylor, who was a lot spooked.
Nice one. Alright, fine. Maybe I was a bit freaked out.
Just a bit, though. Taylor, you don't understand. You came alive that night. I saw a fire in you that screamed, I want to live. The fact that I caused that fills me with pride.
Well, I'm happy that my terror did that for you.
We all just stood there for a second with big smiles across our faces. Then Robert took in a big breath of air and exhaled like he'd just eaten a delicious meal. What was that about?
Huh?
Nothing. I'm just trying to take in this moment. Soon it's going to be gone. Soon the ladle I used to know will be gone.
Damn.
Yeah, where did that come from? Hey, I can be deep, okay?
No, it's true. The other day I heard a random family in a minivan ask me where the nearest supermarket was.
They're shit out of luck.
Yeah, but it just made me think. How long until they start building one?
Who? The family in the van?
What? No, they're just they.
I guess it couldn't always stay boring old ladle forever. What about all the other cryptids in town? Are they okay with being found out or whatever? My mom's cool with it. She says she's sick of hiding. It's kind of weird. We have more in common than I thought we did. My family are sticking around, but they're a bit pissed. They like the seclusion, I guess.
Yeah, I know a few people are thinking of leaving. Like Marty the Mud Guy. Says he's not waiting around for an angry mob to show up.
That's not gonna happen.
Yeah, I don't blame anyone for being scared, though. It's kind of freaky having all these new people showing up.
Wow. Yeah. Welcome to being an adult, I guess. I feel woefully unprepared. Same girl.
What do you mean? All the teachers said grade 12 is meant to prepare you for adult life, so be ready for a tough year.
Yeah, right. This year was a joke.
Right? Like when we had to that group project?
Oh yeah. You just kept putting it off and putting it off.
Robert, I have to give it to you. You are amazing at finding a way to procrastinate.
That wasn't all me, okay?
No, we were clearly looking for a way out of actually doing work. But that way out was you constantly telling us to do some random story.
Right? There's the one about how you swore you saw a UFO. I said I might have seen one. Might have. And all I know is that there was an orb of light that moved in an unlikely flight trajectory. Yeah, are aliens really that strange when I'm hanging out with a raptor, Sasquatch, and a fae? Are aliens really that strange in comparison to, you guys? Exactly. The point is, we goofed off that entire night and still managed to pass.
Yep.
Still the same old little high. We stayed there reminiscing until it was time for me to go home and pack. Then, as much as I didn't want to admit it, it's time for us to say goodbye. I said goodbye to Tay and Taylor first.
I won't do it.
Won't do what?
I was going to make a joke about seeing you in another 5 years. But don't worry, I won't do it.
Taylor.
Stella.
Taylor.
No, but seriously. I'm going to miss having my camp friend living down the street.
Taylor.
Made this year worth it. But all the joking aside, whether or not it's 5 years or 5 days, I'll just be glad to see you again.
Me too. But for you? Hey. So, you and Robert, huh? Yeah. I'm, happy for you. You two seem good together. Thanks, Day. If he messes with you, I'm coming for him, though. I'll tell him that. You know what's funny? What? I spent so much time thinking about leaving this town, but I suck at goodbyes. You came into this town and you made it brighter. Thank you, Stella. For what? For being my friend. No. Thank you. Haha. My dorm room will always be open if you need a place to crash or just if you want to visit. I'd love to. So, Minifire, where do I even start? You, when you first met me, I was a mess. And you were stuck with me. I didn't stick with you. I fell for you. Yeah, despite conventional wisdom. Shut up. But seriously, I was going through some stuff, and, well, I guess I still am, but it just feels more clear. Like, whatever's going on in this raptor skull is only going on in there. I know that now. I guess I just want to thank you for being there for me, even when I was trying to push you away. Of course, you don't have to thank me. I wanted to be there. I know, but I want to say thank you anyway. You just always make me feel better. Like, when we first met and I was actually having kind of a bad day, but something about the way you treated me. It was like, there was no pressure for me to be, cool or something. It actually took a while to get used to. And when you dropped me off last after the lake, I couldn't help but ask to hug you. I just wanted to so badly for some reason. You did? Totally. And when we did that school project, then I found your magazines the next day. I know it sounds weird, but I gave them back. Our fingers touched. It was like a shiver went down my spine. But like, in a good way. Oh my god, me too. Really? Are you kidding me? I was so into you. That night when me and Day got drunk and I pranked you, I dreamt of you. You did? No? Come on, tell me. Okay, but it's so embarrassing. Hey, it's me. I dreamt that you were in your underwear, surrounded by underwear, but you looked like that famous painting Venus de Milo. That's Botticelli's Venus de Milo, because if you just Google Venus de Milo, there's like 5,000 different variations of that. The one where she's coming out of the shell on the beach with all the pyramids, that's Botticelli's Venus de Milo. I believe it's Botticelli. Hold on, I gotta Google it, because now I'm gonna feel stupid. I only know that because I've used that exact piece in a lot of different things before. I know I'm killing the vibe a little bit with all this, but... yeah, it is Botticelli. Haha. Vindication. Anyways. Wow, Stella. I'm flattered. I told you that it was embarrassing. I'd always hoped that you liked me. Like, on Friday the 13th, when we were outside looking for the Ladle Ripper like something out of a horror movie. I so wanted to kiss you. Me too! You think that we would've if we weren't interrupted? I know I would've. Even the memories that are kind of painful. They're better because you were there. Like when you had just picked me up from snowboarding, you gave me that book on poetry, and that really meant a lot. Even if I couldn't admit it at the time. I wish I could stay one more night with you. Me too. What are you gonna do? It's the last day of high school. Are you going to some rager? Nah. Me and Jess are just gonna hang out and watch a movie or something. Wow. Yeah, I think I'm all partied out for the time being. Besides, it wouldn't be the same without you. Aww. None of it will be, Stella. Ladle won't be the same. You're gonna make me cry. Just promise me that when you get to the city, you'll continue to be the most rad and completely righteous girl there is. I'll try. and pull at least one more sick prank. I will. It's important for your health. Stop talking like we'll never see each other again. Only if you promise. I promise. Thank you. When will we see each other again? I don't know. Everything seems so up in the air right now. I know. You have my number though, right? Yeah. Just give me a call. I'll always answer. He already said he loves me. I love you. I love you too. We held each other for what seemed like hours, but eventually we had to let go. Eventually we had to say goodbye. As we left the lake, we decided to leave our own mark. So we carved our initials into the tree. We met up with the others by my truck and then gave them all a ride home. One last time. I knew the only thing left to do was go home and pack. But instead I did one more lap around Ladle. Passed by the school, and I thought about how this year I wasn't scared to walk down the halls anymore. I didn't eat my lunch alone in the bathroom. I had friends. Goodbye, Ladle High. I passed by the lake, and I thought about all the firsts I had this year. First time getting drunk. First time having a sleepover without parent supervision. First time going to a real party. First time skipping class. First kiss. First. Goodbye, the lake. I looked in the rearview mirror and thought about how long ago last September felt like. I'm going to miss this town. I'm going to miss giving everyone rides. I'm going to miss driving on these roads. It all looked different. It felt different. As I looked in the mirror, I caught my own reflection. I was different. And not in the way that I was trying to force myself to be back at the beginning of the year either. I didn't become some outgoing uber cool girl. It was still me. Still Stella. Just different. That's when I decided that I needed to needed a look to reflect that. So I stopped off at Sal's Convenience and bought some hair bleach and headed home. When I got there, I found myself staring at the TV, trying to pretend like it was any other day after school. Don't worry, Danny, you'll get used to the big city. Says you. Ha 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 ha, laugh track. Yeah, it didn't work. Went to the answering machine for a second. There was that familiar feeling of excitement that I would get. Come home wondering who called. Maybe one of my friends had left me a message, but there were no messages left. Dad had canceled the phone plan yesterday. Watching him do it finally made the move feel real. With the phone plan being canceled, I couldn't call anyone. So I just laid there for a second with the hair dye beside me, ready to do the most drastic thing to my hair I've ever done. Then I realized something. I wasn't as scared as I thought I would be. And I thought maybe change isn't so bad. Took a deep breath and thought, this was it. Knew that if I went through with it, there would be no going back. Well, technically, if I waited long enough, it would grow back, but you know what I mean. Was I really ready to move on? Did I give myself enough time to say goodbye? Yeah, it's time. Well, what do you think, Doctor? Alright, well, personally, I think I did a pretty good job for it being my first time. Apology accepted. Huh? Oh. Well, after I did my hair, I came up here to tell you all about, well, everything. I guess that's it. That's the whole story. Well, there is one last thing, Doctor. You know, the family that's moving in has a young daughter. Guess I thought maybe you could help her through her teenage years, like you helped me. I don't want to leave the teddy. I'm sorry, but no, Yeah, on second thought, I could never give you away. Yeah, I might need you in the future. I mean, come on, I'm going to college. Who knows what kind of crap I'll go through there. Thanks, Doc. Okay, let's get out of here. Yeah, like, you can't just leave them. The parents will find him first and be like, oh, they left this old, disgusting toy. They would just throw that out before Samantha sees it. And then he just gets sent to the dump. It's been a good year. So that was Raptor Boyfriend, a high school romance. 1 year later. Thanks for driving me. No problem. I mean it. It's really nice to have someone I trust to drive me. I love doing it. And besides, it's a nice excuse to see you. You don't mind waiting for me while I have my session? Not at all. I use the time to do work on my thesis in the cafeteria. I actually feel like I got some of my best work done there. The clinic is really calming. I know what you mean. So, Mrs. History Major, have you decided what you're going to do for your thesis paper? Yes, actually, I have. I'm doing my thesis on cryptids throughout history. Wait, why is she writing a thesis 1 year after she graduated high school? Don't you usually do that, like, for your doctorate? Like, don't you write a thesis and then defend it, and that's how you get your doctorate? You have to, like, come up with this whole new theory or idea, and then, like, write a paper about it? That's why I never went for my doctorate. I'm like, I have to come up with a new discovery and then, like, defend it in a thesis. Excuse me, what? Well, yeah, I'm not going to go through the whole process of getting a bachelor's degree if I'm not going to get the doctorate. It's just half-assing it. Really? Far out. Yeah, cryptids have been around forever, but their contributions to society have been largely ignored in any historical context. I think it's important to collect their stories, you know? It could radically change how we look at our history. You seem really passionate about it. I am. The hard part is separating fact from myth, and the myth from fact, I guess. Did I ever tell you about Duke Emilio Raptorson? No. A great uncle of mine. He was a privateer for England, Portugal, and the Dutch. All three? Yeah, those are just the major ones. He pretty much sailed the seas and stole for whoever wanted to pay him. He was one salty dino. Tell me more. He invented the first pinball machine, all the way back in 1678. What? It was the size of a tennis court and it took 5 men to operate. Robert, it's all true, I swear. Okay, sure. I can't just put that in my thesis without some kind of documents or historical evidence to back it up. Or at least a reliable source. Are you calling me unreliable? Not in the ways that matter. But yes, you're full of BS. That's the difference between us, Minifire. I'm interested in truths that are beyond facts and maps and old dusty books. Universal truths of poetry. Poetry is great and all, but sometimes you need a map. Or else you'd get lost. I know, that's why we make a great team. I wrote something for you. What is it? A poem. Oh, nice. My life. Sometimes it's like looking down into the Earth's center, centering of your mind, mindful. Other times it's like soaring up into the atmosphere above the clouds, cloudy. Every time it's like catching your breath, breathing for the first time. Time spent with her beauty. All the time you wish you were there in her radiant light, light as a feather, feathery. Well, it's a nice sentiment, but whew, it's Interesting poem. The therapist I'm working with has me incorporating writing into my treatment. It's a lot of poems, sometimes just random thoughts. It helps me put things in the right places, good things and the bad. So it's helping? Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes I kinda get taken over with an urge or mood. It still happens. But now I feel like I have something I can do until it passes. That makes sense. Stella, thanks for everything. For being so patient with me. I keep saying I'm being patient with you or waiting for you, but there's nothing to wait for. I'm with you. I've arrived. But you being in therapy doesn't mean that you're incomplete or something. As far as I can see, you're the happiest you've been since I've known you. Thanks, Stella. Stop thanking me, you big beautiful dino. I don't know what else to say. You could say, I mean, it's kind of completely unrelated, but come on, whatever you want, I'll say it. Well, it's more something that you should admit. What? Admit that I'm the queen of pranks? Never. Oh, come on. I got you last week. What, when you swapped the butter for margarine? That's barely a prank. It's subtle. That's why it's so diabolical. I love you. I love you too, Robert. Aw. Alright, so was that all of Raptor Boyfriend, a high school romance? I think that might have been. Okay, I'm gonna let the credits gonna play through a little bit. Alright, let me look at my Steam for a second. Let me check something. Okay, so yeah, that was Raptor Boyfriend, a high school romance. Um, so here's the plan. We're gonna quit this for a second. Well, not for a second. The game crashes every time I go to close it, which I mean, ultimately, it closes the game, so it's not a huge deal. But whatever. Okay. Anyways,